Tonight we report on how Grant County International Airport is getting a new taxiway and how Soap Lake is creating a new administrator position. What's going on in sports, Bob?
The Wenatchee Apple Sox even their three-game series with Kelowna, and the Washington Baseball Open kicks off today. Here's a peek at our Weather Center forecast.
And here in the weather department, we're looking for a fantastic Friday heading our way. Not too bad of a Saturday, but oh, the heat is coming back. All the details coming on up.
I'm Alan Troop. Stay tuned for all of this and much more on iFIBER 1 News.
From the iFIBER 1 HD studio here in the heart of the Columbia Basin, this is iFIBER 1 News. Your #1 source for local news, sports headlines, and our very own Weather Center forecast covering the entire Columbia Basin. This is iFIBER 1 News, and it starts now.
A new taxiway is slated for the Grant County International Airport. The Port of Moses Lake Commissioners accepted a $422,000 Federal Aviation Administration grant on Tuesday to pay for the improvements. The replacement of the taxiway will impact a runway. Closures of Taxiway C and runway 18-36 will be required during the construction. Alternate aircraft routing will be required. Director Pat Jones said it's one of the busiest runways. It's used by Big Bend Community College for all of its flight training. The project is intended to prolong the life of the taxiway pavement. It should withstand use by heavy aircraft for at least 25 years. The contractor has 75 days to complete the project. Construction starts on August 11th. The old-fashioned political rally was held outside the Grant County Historical Museum Wednesday evening. The rally provided voters a chance to better understand the positions of Republican primary candidates. Republican candidates for Congress and the State Senate 13th District spoke to the community about their platforms and answered questions. Candidates for Grant County positions such as auditor, commissioner, prosecutor, treasurer, assessor, and more were also in attendance. Candidates spoke about issues such as education, immigration, and government spending. Grant County primaries take place on August 5th. A public safety director position is being created by the Soap Lake City Council. The position will oversee the management of the city's police and fire departments. Soap Lake Police Chief Glenn Quantz told the council he would accept the interim position if the mayor and council wanted him for the job. The position wouldn't involve additional pay, according to Mayor Raymond Gravel. The City of Soap Lake's Civil Service Commission will consider approval of creating the position. City Finance Director Karen Dillon said the position will have to be advertised for applicants. A jury spent 90 minutes and found gang member Nolan Dominguez guilty of felony harassment for threatening a man he called a snitch. Grant County Prosecutor Angus Lee declared it a win for the gang prosecution team. Dominguez, a 38-year-old Moses Lake resident, had several conflicts with a neighbor. On June 5th, 2013, the neighbor called the police to report Dominguez was driving a car without a license. Dominguez returned in the passenger seat of a black Jeep Cherokee and immediately started threatening the neighbor. A jury listened to the arguments and returned with a guilty verdict on July 18th. Dominguez faces a maximum sentence of 22 to 29 months in prison. Lee stated, in light of the serious nature of the offense and the defendant's criminal history, we will be asking the court to impose a very stiff sentence. We are happy with this verdict at the end of a challenging case. The Babe Ruth World Series Committee is looking for homeowners to host young baseball players during the National Championship Tournament. The tournament starts on August 6th and runs through the 14th. 8 teams with a total of 160 teenage players are coming from around the country to the Babe Ruth Tournament. The tournament is at Johnson O'Brien Stadium at Ephrata High School. Volunteer homeowners would be responsible for housing and feeding the teenagers and driving them to games. The housing coordinator hopes to hear from volunteers soon because the players arrive in 2 weeks. To volunteer, call 509-237-3366. And now let's take a look at people currently being sought out by the Grant County Sheriff's Office.
This is Sheriff Tom Jones with the Grant County Sheriff's Office. Each of the people you see here have a warrant for their arrest. If you see any of these people, we ask you do not attempt to detain or apprehend them, but call us at 509-762-1160 or send us an email at crimetips@co.grant.wa.us. If the person is presenting a danger, call 911. With your help, we can bring these people to justice and make our community safer.
And we'll be right back after this.
Are you looking to improve your or your child's smile? At Iotti Orthodontics, we make it our mission to make braces more affordable and fun. Our business has proudly served the Columbia Basin for over 20 years, and our new conveniently located state-of-the-art facility offers a relaxing environment full of fun activities for the kids. We accept all types of insurance and have convenient payment plans available. Give us a call for a complimentary evaluation, no referral needed, or check us out on the web and make an appointment online.
At Moses Lake Community Health Center, we have had the privilege to serve the local community since 1978.
What I like about working at this clinic more than any other clinic that I've worked at is the patient care. With the patient care team that we've assembled, it allows us to take care of as many facets of the patient and their family's needs.
Please take the opportunity to experience the high-quality care provided at our clinics.
Hi there, everybody. Meteorologist Don Morelli with you here on iFIBER Channel 1 News weather overnight tonight, this Thursday. Your forecast brought to you by Bud Cleary Toyota dealers. Toyota, let's go places. Well, the thermometer is going someplace, and that's on the way up, but not until Sunday. Until then, it looks fantastic. And of course, with the high heat, the humidity values goes down. Vegetation is awfully dry, obviously, and therefore the fire danger really returns. It returns so much so that I put 2 A's in the word danger. I just noticed I misspelled that. Alrighty then, fantastic Friday heading our way. A seasonal Saturday's on tap. That means upper 80s near 90 degrees. And then mid to high 90s Sunday, and the century mark could be reached many of the days next week. 82 and 48, the extremes today. A little cooler than what we should be. In fact, a lot cooler with the morning low. It was a little chilly fall-like feel across the area. And the winds have been a little gusty as well. They'll settle on down the next 24 hours, thank goodness. 78 and 50, the extremes. Again, a little coolish feel in the air this morning in Moses Lake. 78 the afternoon high. A good 10 to 15 degrees below where we should be. Normally 91 is the daytime high. 76 right now, a beautiful evening. The humidity is not too bad. The breeze, again, looking for it to settle on down. Another 6 to 10 hours, it'll be a little gusty at times. And then I think it'll be occasionally gusty tomorrow, but not nearly as much as it was past 24 hours. Here we go through the next couple of days, and you can see a few mountain showers, but in general, looking for pretty drying conditions across the area. Big system, a broad low pressure center in the Gulf of Alaska is eventually pulling the heat from the Intermountain West northwestward towards us, and it's going to stick around for a few days, much of the work week next week. Not tomorrow, though. If you have a chance to get out and enjoy very nice weather in Columbia Basin, I'll show you shortly. West of the Cascades, 60s and 70s, a little cool, in the mid-70s in the inland northwest, near 80 in Tri-Cities area. And as we zoom on into the area, you'll see, as I mentioned, oh, does it look nice. Plenty of sunshine. Temperatures, lower 80s for the most part. Humidity values pretty low. A comfortable, beautiful, absolutely gorgeous mid to late July afternoon. Nice way to start the weekend, too. But speaking of the weekend, again, Saturday, let me get out of the way here. Because Saturday looks just as nice, just a little warmer, more seasonal. But then the heat returns. So get ready, folks. Enjoy Friday, Saturday. Look at these hot temperatures. Hot, hot, hot. 100, 100, 101. So temperature definitely will be rising. Again, your forecast brought to you by Bud Cleary Toyota dealers. Toyota, let's go places. Stay tuned. Sports is next.
Toyota wants to know, how did you celebrate summer?
We go fishing. We like to hike. We love camping, mountain biking, as often as possible.
No matter the activity, there's a Toyota perfect to take you there. From that favorite fishing spot, camping area, or just a great summer drive, including Tundra. Now offered with reduced APR financing or an amazing lease. For details, see any of your Inland Empire Toyota dealers today and enjoy your summer to the fullest. Toyota, let's go places.
Searching for that perfect place to settle down? Whether you're looking for an elegant single-story, spacious two-story, or a custom home on acreage, Aho Construction can aid your decision with a streamlined production process that saves time, money, and natural resources. Compare us to other builders and see for yourself what advantages you can get by choosing an Aho home. Our philosophy is that we do things right the first time around. Start planning your dream house today with Aho Construction. Call 509-766-1366.
Welcome back. I'm Bob Kirkpatrick with today's sports. Tyler Frost threw 7 innings of 3-hit ball, giving up 1 run and striking out 5, and the Wenatchee Apple Sox pulled out a 2-1 come-from-behind win over the Kelowna Falcons at home last night. The win evens a 3-game series at a game apiece after the Apple Sox dropped the opener 17-1 Tuesday. The series wraps up tonight. The Washington Baseball Open got underway on the diamonds at Ephrata, Quincy, and Wharton High Schools. The Columbia Basin River Dogs matched up with the Desert Dogs in Wharton, and the Junior Dogs took on the Narrows in Quincy in the opening games this afternoon. But the results were not made available prior to airing the sports segment. The tournament concludes Sunday. For a complete schedule of games, visit our website at www.ifiber1.com. Oregon has been picked to win the Pac-12 football title in a preseason media poll for the 4th time in the past 5 years. UCLA is also favored to reach the championship game in the poll released yesterday. The Ducks are the media's favorite for the 3rd straight season, getting 37 of 39 first-place votes in the North Division balloting. The Bruins in the South Division also received 37 first-place votes. The University of Washington Huskies are picked to finish as the number 6 team in the Pac-12, and the Washington State Cougars are tabbed as the 3rd worst team in the conference. That's it for sports. We'll be right back after this.
Just when I thought the blizzard couldn't get any better, DQ put the blizzard inside a waffle cone. This is mind-blowing. So when DQ asked me how I would tell the world, I said... Sounds better in Italian.
Pretty impressive, Liz. Any blizzard, like confetti cake, now in a fresh-baked waffle cone. This is fan food, not fast food.
Bud Clary Ford Honda is proud to be an automotive leader in our area. Since opening our doors over 54 years ago, we have kept a firm commitment to our customers. We offer a wide selection of vehicles and hope to make the car buying experience as quick and hassle-free as possible. You can trust that we will get you into the car or truck of your dreams. Bud Cleary has an experienced and reliable service and parts department that is open extra hours to help fit our customers' hectic schedules. Come for a test drive today at 1200 South Pioneer Way. We are a proud supporter of Columbia Basin Athletics.
Our spotlight story tonight is about renovations being made to the Moses Lake High School's swimming pool. Reporter Jeff Chu has the details.
A $3.5 million project to replace the structure around Moses Lake High School's swimming pool should be completed for school this fall. Mark Johnson, Moses Lake School District Executive Director for Business and Operations, is supervising the contractor for the project that began in February.
We hope to be open by the opening day of school. It appears that because of some manufacturing issues with a dehumidifier, we may miss that by a week or two. But we knew that was a distinct possibility, but we built the schedule hoping to disrupt the schedule as little as possible.
The work essentially replaces the former bubble or dome over the Olympic-sized pool, which Johnson said was deteriorating and well past its life expectancy. Reconstruction of the pool building was part of a 2008 bond issue approved by voters.
It all came together and we're able to build this project with state matching funds as a part of previous bond.
The pool building is slightly larger, approaching 11,000 square feet, and will house bleacher seating for swim meets and other events.
The actual gain in square footage isn't that great. It's maybe a couple thousand square feet, but it's the useful square footage in that if you look at the walls around here, with the exception of where we'll have seating behind me, the walls are about in the same place, but because of the slant of the bubble, you had 8 to 10 feet that was unusable even though it was inside. Now, because your walls run straight up and down, you've gained useful square footage even though it's the same footprint.
Measurements were being taken Thursday for the bleachers that will provide additional public seating for up to 375 people. There will also be more seating on the other side of the pool for visiting teams.
It's a fixed bleacher, metal bleacher. In a pool environment, it's almost impossible to find a retractable bleacher like you'd find in a gymnasium. The rust is an issue.
The swimming pool itself, which is covered in heavy plastic for the project, will also receive some work.
This particular contractor kept the water in the pool, and in probably 2 to 3 weeks, we will drain the pool, do those repairs, and then refill the pool.
Other features in the structure include natural lighting and large windows. Johnson said public access to use the pool in the mornings will still be allowed 6 days a week. He says the pool is the most used facility in the school district. I'm Jeff Chu for iFIBER 1 News.
Thank you, Jeff, and we'll be right back after a short break.
We believe in home and all the magical things that come with it. We believe in living rooms with forts made from sofa cushions and blankets. We believe in the man cave, the woman cave, and finally, we believe that our calling in life is to find the home that's perfect for you. Coldwell Banker, fulfilling dreams for over 100 years.
As the summer has quickly approached, we all enjoy the family barbecue and kids playing in the sprinkler. However, many drivers are distracted and are seldom focusing on what's important while driving. It could be the random phone call, adjusting your stereo, or the lip gloss check in the mirror. Here at Farmers Insurance, we make sure you understand what coverages fit your needs. The more you know, the better you can plan. My name is Cheryl Kono, and I'm your local Farmers Insurance agent.
We are farmers.
A Moses Lake man ran from police, invaded a home, resisted an officer, and was carrying methamphetamine. Now he is sentenced to drug treatment. Ronald Norwood White, a 43-year-old Moses Lake resident, pleaded guilty in exchange for having his sentence suspended and being placed in drug treatment. Deputy Prosecutor Ed Owens agreed to the terms, and Judge John Antos sentenced White to 150 days in jail. The sentence is suspended for 2 years. White is under community supervision for those 2 years. He will spend 3 to 6 months in a residential chemical dependency treatment program. White ran from a Moses Lake police officer on May 8th and resisted arrest. He ran after being shot by a taser and pepper sprayed. Then he chased a woman out of her home while trying to hide. In his coat pocket was a plastic bag of methamphetamine. The Moses Lake Chamber of Commerce is seeking sponsors for the upcoming 4-H and FFA exhibitor breakfast at the Grant County Fair. The suggested dollar amount is $100 to help support the event. The breakfast usually feeds about 400 kids and families on the last day of the Grant County Fair. To donate, send a check to Moses Lake Chamber of Commerce. For more information, you can email information@moseslake.com or call 509-765-7888, extension 100. In Northwest news, there are new developments in the battle against what's being called the largest wildfire in Washington's history. Several wildfires, collectively known as the Carlton Complex Fire, are now 52% contained. But there are still plenty of challenges ahead, including the threat of more dangerous weather. There are immediate dangers like lightning, which have kept some crews off the mountains. Then there is the persistent threat from rain, moisture that could create more mudslides and damage. KOMO 4's John Humbert reports on the potential dangers that lay ahead.
From too hot to too wet. It's the power of unpredictable July weather in Winthrop. The town was walloped by a heavy storm in the late afternoon with hail that lingered and damaged trees. By early evening, the rain was constant. Over in Iniat, these photos posted by the Chelan emergency crews show the mudslides already happening in areas charred by the Mills Canyon fire. Part of Iniat River Road near milepost 12 was shut down, and there may be more to come. Another night and more updates of progress in town. Winthrop's outdoor meeting brought some good news. Power and internet restoration may go from weeks to now days, but the weather still remains a serious priority for safety.
You don't want to be around trees that have been burning for a while when the wind starts blowing and the water starts running. It's just too dangerous.
In this new video from the Washington National Guard, crews are mopping up lines even farther south in the Chewacum Creek fire, sometimes going from tree to tree.
So just got to reach your hand in there, make sure that there's no heat. If there is heat, dig them out, sometimes cut the tree down.
Shifting conditions with fast-moving weather is now a bigger enemy than fire.
Officials have found the last body in the Oso mudslide. The Snohomish County Medical Examiner's Office said it has completed the examination and identification of 44-year-old Molly Chris Regelbrugge. The office says she died of multiple blunt force injuries. Search crews have been digging through deep mud and debris since the disaster on March 22nd. She was at home with her husband when their house became buried in the mudslide. The body of Navy Commander John Regelbrugge III was one of 42 recovered earlier. The active search for victims ended in April, but workers screening debris Tuesday found her body in an area where personal items belonging to the family had been found. And that's going to do it for us here at iFIBER 1 News. We want to thank you for watching, and we'll see you again tomorrow.